Hello and welcome to the live. We're going a little bit earlier today. I'm going to get right into it. Why you're stuck, thumbs down. This is why you're stuck, is because you are not able to be who you really are. That's crucial to your performance in your personal and your professional world. So let's talk about why you're stuck. I think that a lot of us learned early on, either through our childhood, there's a teacher or an adult or maybe friends who didn't believe in who you are. And so they either made fun of you or they told you not to be who you really are. And so you hid it. You hid it for so long that you forgot who you really are. And so you're trying to play the game, and there is a formula to it, and I'm going to share with you. It's going to be different for everyone, so it's not going to be the exact same formula for everyone, but there's a way that you can unleash your iconic self by just being who you really are. And so what I did today was a meditation with Michael B. Beckwith, and so if you have a chance to search him, please do. He's so great with his meditations, and I love his prompts. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but just he's so angry. Why are you so angry? He's letting out his true self, which sometimes is annoying, but it's okay. All right, so let's get into it. I have some prompts here, and I have some things I want to share because I thought, let's get to what it is that we want to chat about. So why you're stuck. I'd like you to consider this perspective. And this is, again, taken from Michael B. Beckwith. He always says, you didn't come to this earth to get anything. And if you think about that, that's so true. Like, we didn't come here expecting that we were going to be given stuff, because the world doesn't have anything to give us, right? So that was kind of a truth bomb and a mind blown moment there. So you came to earth, you brought everything with you. You don't need anything else. You've got everything that you need inside of you, which is kind of cool because it's like you don't really need anything. So you came here to contribute. And that is the theme of this live today, is I want you to think about how you can contribute as your authentic self, because we need to figure out who that is, but you're going to be doing all the work. I'm just going to be prompting you on how to do that. I'd like you to think about what talents are you going to do with, or what are the talents that you have that you are going to contribute? What are the talents? How are you going to contribute with those talents? And we're going to go through that through some prompts. We don't have to do a meditation because I know some people are uncomfortable with that. And I'm not a huge meditation guru person or whatever. I just want to share with you, when I do go through meditations, it's usually a guided one. And sometimes I'm listening, sometimes I'm not. More often than not, I'm not listening. So what I mean by that is that I choose a moment when I get an intuitive hit. And that's when I really start to let my mind wander. Because if you think that you have to pay attention, your brain's not going to want to pay attention. So that is a meditation hack for you. You do not need to pay attention to everything. Meditation for me, I find, is just an opportunity to direct my thoughts a little bit more in a focused way, rather than just letting my mind wander on its own, because it tends to do that a lot. And so with meditation, with the guided meditation especially, it kind of guides my thoughts, which is great. I need that. So with you, I'm sharing with you that if you would like to try the same thing, I would highly recommend that you try doing this, because I got a lot of intuitive hits this morning. So here are some things that I'd like you to reflect now on the talents and how you're going to contribute those talents to the world. Reflect on those new moments of action. How are you going to be able to take this action in your life, so that way you can be who you really are and share who you really are with the world, because that's what is crucial here. We need to hear more of you. There's too many people that are the same. We don't need that. What else did I want to say to you? So listen to intuitive hits, or bliss hits, I like to say, because it is bliss. Like, when you really take in what's happening, you're like, ooh, that's blissful. It's joyful. It feels like nothing else. So you want to be able to take those intuitive hits or the bliss hits to help you, guide you with your next step. So what is it that you're going to do next in order to share your gift with the world? So he's still going at it. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Okay, so remember that the whole goal of this is that you didn't come here to get. You came here to give, right? And to let. Hey, Sean, me and the crew. I'm loving me and the crew. I can't remember how the song goes, but every time I see your name, that's what I think of. I think of that Drake song. Oh my God, relax, settle down. Come here. So I'm going to read to you some prompts. And then I invite you to close your eyes if you'd like. You don't have to. This doesn't have to be a meditative process, but it does, if you want to write down or if you want to think, if you can, get my cats meowing and whining out of your head. Yeah, you try to do that. Okay, so enough. Come here. Let me see. Okay, so I'd like you to think about, this is how that you can become more of who you really are. We're going to read some prompts. Allow your brain to wander. Allow your mind just to take in whatever it is that we're going to be talking about. Take note of what your mind wants to think about. Where is it going? Where does it want to go? What are you thinking about? And take like a mental note of that or write it down if you get a chance. Because that's important. So just be willing and available. And these questions are going to make you receptive to the answers that lie within. So here we go. A couple of questions for you. So you can close your eyes if you want to, or if you can write them down, just stare at the window, whatever. You don't have to look at me. So what is it that is seeking to emerge through me right now? Okay, what is it that's seeking to emerge through me right now? Because we've all been given gifts. And so whatever that is, we need to really hone in on what that is. Next question, feel what wants to come through me right now. What wants to come through you right now? So if you close your eyes and like you really think about that, think about where your brain is going with that right now. Sorry, I know my voice is a little froggy right now. What is your gift? What is it that you bring that's original that nobody else can bring to this world? And then the next question is, what is your contribution? Right? We've already talked about that. What are you going to use your talents for? How are you going to give back to this world? Give back to others so that energy exchange keeps happening, but you get to do it in your own signature way. What is this? What is it that I need to become now in order to make this contribution? So this is going to help you think about what your next steps are going to be. Where must I grow to circulate this energy that I've now been inspired to give? So think about parts of you that need to grow. What parts do you need to share more of that you're inhibited? I don't want you to think that you need to be inhibited. Be uninhibited. That's where I'd like you to go. So as you're thinking about these prompts, you're catching these answers in your consciousness because you've asked. The answers are all within you. You already have everything that you need within you. So you have the answers. Now it's just bringing those answers up to the surface in your mind and in your heart and soul and every fiber of your being. That's what we're doing here. So it's really profound. So let your intuition do the work. I don't want you to overthink this. Let's ask another question. What resources and inner gifts do I have within me already to support my contribution? It can be resources that you already have that has to do with your gift, or it could be material resources that you have that can help support you in sharing your gift. Ask yourself also 2 more questions. What can I let go of that no longer serves me? That's super important because a lot of us are holding on to so much and it's creating a block so that we're not able to fully give our gift because we're holding on to something that's not serving us. So think about like, I always think about right away chemical reactions. I think about like if you have an acidic internal body chemistry, like too much coffee and this, that, and the other, and not enough alkaline substances, you can try and keep saying, okay, well, I'm going to keep working on alkalizing my body, but you keep putting in things that are acidic. It's never, yes, exactly, sustained. Yes, me and the crew. Thanks, Sean. So what is it that you're going to do to allow your system to become alkaline? Alkalized, alkaline, I don't know. So in other words, all that to say, if that metaphor didn't work for you, that's okay. I don't know if it'll work for me either. But in other words, if you're holding on to something that's not helping you, then why not let it go? Just let that energy go, because you're constantly fighting with that energy and you don't need that. Oh, he's back. So I'd like you to give thanks to yourself for saying yes. I'd like to give thanks for you shutting up. You're welcome. So what I want you to do now, here's your homework. I can't get off this thing fast enough just to get him to stop meowing. So I want you to think about, what are 3 words that come to mind that describe who you are? 3 words that describe who you are. Not at work, not in the spotlight, not on camera. When you're alone, either in your quiet moments, or if you are with people and you're feeling joy and you're playing and you're being who you really are, I'd like you to think about those moments. Really reflect on those moments that you've had in the past, or maybe currently that you're having right now during the weekend or this past week, whatever it is, or the moments that you're looking forward to in the future. And I'd like you to reflect on how you embody those 3 qualities, or which 3 qualities, those 3 words that you are, really explain who you are, really describe who you are. And then I'd like you to practice that. Hey, Toll, nice to see ya. Thanks for joining the live. So we're just going through the homework and talking about what it is that we want to do in order to really embody who we really are. Until society was just like, no, we don't want you to be that person anymore, or that adult, or whatever it is, whoever, or even maybe it was ourselves. Sometimes it's not other people. Sometimes it is who we are, and we don't feel like we can fit in. So therefore we stop being who we are and we impede ourselves. And that causes us to not really showcase who we are. And then, so all that to say, this is really the root of why we're stuck. How do we get unstuck? Is we really try to understand who we are and how to share that with the world. How do we share our gifts? How do we share our contribution to the world? And to do that is thinking about 3 words that really describe who we are. Practice those 3 words and really embody who they are in our daily tasks. How can we showcase who we really are during those tasks? So that is what, before I lose my voice anymore, that is what I'd like you to think about right now. What else? And yeah, I'd like you to maybe share, if you can, share with me what you plan on doing or what you have been doing. So this week, really focus on who that is, who you really are, and how you can showcase that and how you feel about that. Was it hard? Was it hard for you to finally let out who you really are? Or was it really easy? Was it freeing? Sometimes it can be really freeing, you know? So share in the chat or DM me, let me know how it's going. Thank you so much for showing up, and write down some of these questions, reflect on them daily, and I hope it works for you. Thank you so much for joining. Take care.